Views and opinions expressed by the host do not reflect that of the store and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions expressed by the guest do not reflect that of the host, the show, the store, and the network.
Tonight with Abigail Benonia. Good evening mga kapamilya. I am here to answer some self-assessment questionnaires, and the first question will be, where am I now in my life and how did I get here? So I reckon that I am in the midst of my whirlwind voyage of my life. Like, I am discovering my unknowns, making upgrades on my current abilities and skills, and going through a lot of failures that gave me morals and a stepping stone to become a better version of myself. I got here, of course, through God's providence, added with my pure determination and courage to continue battling the crimson color of life. So for the second question, what do I like about myself, my body, and what are things that I do not like? So my answer for this question will be based not only of what I think about myself, but a lot of people said that I am that kind of person who has a great affirmation, and I think that's a good trait that I like about myself. And my body, I like the lower part of my body. That's something that I like. And what do I not like? I think my arms, like this part. So yeah. So for the third question, what is it about my body and mind that I am unhappy with that could be positively affected by exercising regularly? So I am that kind of person who perceives exercise as something that is exhausting to do and is time consuming. And given my current predicament, I don't have that much of a spare time to fully commit or fully engage in doing physical activities. And I think that kind of mindset is something that I should change. If I'll be able to expose myself in the benefits of doing physical activities or being physically active, I'll be able to change that kind of mindset. What would I like to change, if anything, and why? I think that would be my mindset or perception of exercise, because just like what I had said, I think exercise is really exhausting and time consuming, and if I continue to live with that kind of mindset, I will be stuck forever in this kind of state, and I want to achieve something greater. If I think that exercise is something that's really exhausting and time consuming, then it hinders my objective to become better as a healthy individual. What is going on in my life that would facilitate behavior change? Inhibit it? So I am also in the part of my life where I am concerned about my health. I am not totally concerned about how I look, but it's all about how I feel, like how I should be feeling healthy, things like that. I wouldn't inhibit it, because if I am concerned about my health, that I would be totally motivated to engage in doing physical activities. Where am I now in my physical activity level? Actually, I've never engaged in doing physical activity for the past few years. So out of 100, I would give myself a 25%. That's low. Have I tried regular exercise before and failed to stick with it? Actually, when the COVID-19 happened, it was such an unprecedented occurrence. However, I took that chance to take a step to become physically active. However, I failed to stick with it. It's because I lacked the motivation, and just like what I had said, I had this kind of mindset that I think exercise is exhausting, and at that time I was not seeing like results in doing my workout, so I really lost the motivation. And at that time I preferred scrolling on my social media instead of doing squats or push-ups. Currently, what do I estimate my potential to stick with an exercise program? So it's because I had a change of objective. Before, my objective was to get in shape and have that Coca-Cola body, but now my main objective is to feel healthy, be healthy. So given that kind of objective, I think that it will motivate me to stick in the my planned exercise. So out of 100, I would give myself a 75%. What unmet personal needs am I thinking of attempting to meet? It's because I have been like living a sedentary lifestyle for this past few years, and I think what I want to achieve in being physically active now is that I want to improve my cardiovascular strength, because I am that kind of person. I'm not like this before. I'm that kind of person, even if I just run a few meters for maybe a minute, I will be running out of my breath. And I think that's something that is unhealthy. Like, I feel I am unhealthy. Am I really ready? Really ready to do it? Would I really like to change, even if it is mean giving up something I am accustomed? I think I am ready. I am ready to become physically active and physically healthy. Do I think that I can mobilize the mental strength if that is what I want or need to do? Given my current predicament and my attitude, I think that I can mobilize my mental strength. What has been my previous experience with personal health behavior change been? Good? Bad? Some success or none? Will that help me this time around? Just like what I had shared to you, I attempted to become physically active at the start of pandemic. However, it was unsuccessful. My goal at the time was to get in shape, to get that ideal body. However, my objective right now changed. Instead to like look good, my objective right now is to feel good. And I think that is something good, and that would contribute to my aim to be successfully physically active. Question letter M. What can I learn from experience that will help this time? Am I being realistic about this? So based on my past experience where I attempted to become physically active, I learned the ills that I have. That's why it was unsuccessful. It's because of my negative mindset, and at that time I was really not seeing results in doing my workout, so I really lost the motivation to do it. I think from that I can learn that I should research more, because maybe I did it wrong. That's why I was not able to see the results, and that also gave me eagerness to continue or make the things that I planned to achieve before into reality. So yeah, am I being realistic about this? I think yes. It's because before my exercise was like 30 minutes doing an intense workout, and I was just like draining myself. It was so exhausting. Maybe that contributed to my mindset that exercise is exhausting to do, and I was being hard on myself because it feels like I have this an hourglass and I am being chased by time. So yeah, that gave me a lot of lessons to never be hard on myself. So, question letter N. What is my self-image? Okay, I view myself as someone. Actually, it changes from time to time. Sometimes I feel gorgeous or beautiful. Sometimes, like, there's just days that we don't feel good. Do I think of myself as good looking, attractive, not attractive, healthy or unhealthy? I think, just like what I had said, there are times where I feel attractive. There are also times where I feel not so attractive. It's because I think we don't really look good every time. It's not always rainbows. There's gonna be rain or something like that, or maybe not all of the persons like Liza Soberano. But yeah, let's focus on the question. Healthy or unhealthy? Since I was not able to engage in physical activity in the past few years or months, I consider myself as an unhealthy individual. Question letter P. What do I see when I look in a mirror? At first glance, I see someone who is living a sedentary lifestyle. Someone who is unhealthy, looking at her body image. She's thin, and it's really visible on her facade that she's been physically inactive for these past few months. But I also see something like the eagerness to become a better version of herself. Question letter Q. What kinds of feelings do those images elicit? It's actually a huge ball of different emotions. It's like a vast, there's a lot of things that I feel. I feel sad, I also feel a sense of empathy. It's because I realize something that I should have valued my health before, just like how I valued my studies. I was so focused on my studies that I forgot that health is also an important thing. So I feel a sense of empathy for myself, but as an addendum, I also feel a sense of hope. It's because given the mindset that I have right now, I know that I'll be better, and I have the courage to keep moving forward and always aim for excellence. Okay, question letter R. If I am planning to exercise to help in weight loss or simply to shape up a currently out of shape body, will I be able to use facts that smaller size clothing now fits and that my waist is getting smaller as measures of success rather than scale weight? So I'll be answering this question based on my past experience where I attempted to be physically active. Back then, I am telling you, every day I would measure my weight, and I would also get my measuring tape and get my body statistics. And even if I see something, just a small positive change, I am delighted by that fact. So I think, yes, we will be able to use that fact for the last question, finally. And further, if I am going to exercise primarily for weight loss, is my true goal to become really thin rather than somewhat thinner? Just like what I had said, I am currently thin. So my goal right now is not to get thinner, because I don't want to get thinner. I want to get healthy fats on my body. So I am going to exercise not to look good, but to feel good and to get the objectives that I want to achieve, just like strengthening my cardiovascular strength or endurance. And that ends our self-assessment interview. This is Abigail Ashley Planonia from BSMLS A13. This is Tonight with Abigail Planonia.